Hi,
Okay.
Hans. Yeah,
Hi.
it's recording now.
Okay. That's great. Okay. So welcome to another chapter of B 483. Right now we are looking for the right now technologies case analysis, and we're going to begin it right now. Okay. Um, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm listening to you. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So it says create a Google Hangout. Okay. They spent about an hour discussing. Okay. At the end, you hang out. Take the time. Okay, you will need to provide the sentence. Yeah. Okay, so you wanna start with a prayer or
Okay, I can make a prayer. Okay.
okay?
Our dear Heavenly Father, thank thee for this day. Thank thee for the opportunity to be able to analyze this case. Thank thee for this class that help us to be better prepared for the future. Thank thee um, for let us work together in this case. And thank thee for all the all the opportunities that we have to learn through our time on earth, and thank thee for the trials, and also thank thee for thy love, and um, we ask thee for a blessing to be able to learn deeply about what the case is going to offer us in this class. And all of these we say in the name of thy Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Um, okay. So number one.
Okay.
Okay, it says what value would you place on right now technologies? Interesting question.
What value would you place on right now technologies?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if I will be who? If I will be the investor, if I will be the what's his name? I'm so bad with names. Okay, let me see.
Forte or something like that.
If I will be
Forte.
uh-huh, Gianforte, who? It depends on who you are, right?
And how much do you think it changed depending on who is the one who's assisting?
I cannot say what, and I don't think that we are talking about like a specific number, but and there is many aspects that you have to analyze first to give a value. They don't know what's the value neither. Like for example, uh, everything is going to depend, I think, in the introduction of the new competitor.
Mm-hmm.
Because they are going to know like what is going to be the value in a market starting at this point. And they I don't know if they are going to take risk of knowing that and just receiving this value and start growing up, or if they are going to sell the company at the value that doesn't say exactly in that case, um, to the big company that is giving them this offer, right?
There are
So
just some hints.
what do you think about that? About the first question?
Um, well, just hints. Um, so it says that, well, the value of the company is not that easy to say because there is not just a right option, right? Because it can be any number,
Mm-hmm.
right? The valuation is just what the people is willing to pay for your company. And it depends of the timing, it depends of psychology, it depends of a lot of things. But always it is like depending on, for example, the profits, right? Uh, I think there is like a multiple of how is the profit right now, how much is it, and um, how multiplied by which number it could be the value. Like for example, I don't know if that makes sense, but in right now technologies, is if you go to exhibit, I think it is exhibit 4, you can see the transactions for some of the companies in the software industry, and it is just like the price, the seller revenue,
Okay.
yes, and there is the multiple. That is okay. So if you have a revenue and you multiply it by any multiple that you can say, okay, we want to sell it for like the revenue multiplied by 3.2 because that's our multiple, and yeah, okay, that's the price, the adjusted price, and that's the money that they or the price that they give to the investors so the investors can buy it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's right. Here there is an average of like what is the
Lot of
what is the result of like the seller revenue that you said from other companies, but it's not like and and I don't know how big they are or because it was saying that reading that um the company that we are analyzing right now, well, right now technologies they are a small company right now, right?
yeah,
So
the revenue right now is like 35,
yeah, see,
but in the offer, they say that the base that they are going to give in order to negotiate the base of the revenue, they are going to consider the forecast, like not the forecast, but they are going to consider as they are receiving $50 million of revenue. That's what the buyers are going to consider.
yeah, and I think that it was a good offer.
Yeah,
Well,
of course. Mhm.
yeah, okay,
So I got some numbers I will share it with you.
okay,
It is like the same that I commented to you yesterday. I don't know if you can see my screen.
mm,
Can you
yeah,
see it?
yeah, I can see.
Okay, so here, okay, I don't want to see the other part, just this. Okay, so here are some facts like uh, that we know that Gianforte owns 60%, right? According to I don't know which page, but so we know that the investors invested money and they have an equity of 40%, right? That makes sense.
Yeah,
So the investors, when they give money, they have some rules for their protections. So it says in in page 6 that they at the bottom of page 6 that there are some requirements they have, like it says something like, oh no, waiting, no, in page 8, I'm sorry, in page 8 it says something like, mm, the venture capitals in the deal, in the last paragraph, it would be difficult to get their consent on the decision without a setup of at least 2 or 3 times the last round post money valuation. Okay,
mm-hmm.
so that says in page 8. The last post money valuation we can see it in page 6. And the third paragraph says that the Sirius B was 16. So at the end, it says the post-money valuation was 129 million. So we have the 129 million here. So the consent of the investor would be if they can meet a twice or three times more of the last post money. So the requirements is that the range of the selling price would be of 258 million to 387 million, right?
Mhm. Yeah, that's right.
That's interesting because the multiple is higher than the table in in the exhibit 4, because in exhibit 4 the maximum multiple was 4.34. That was the maximum in exhibit 4, but now we are having a buyer who would be willing to pay 5 times up to 7, almost 8 times the last post money value. Okay,
Okay.
that makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense. Everything's okay.
Okay, and that multiple is because we are dividing by the revenue. The revenue that they are considering is 50 millions.
Mhm.
So the valuation or the ratio of valuation of the companies, it would be this one, the valuation, because they are considering that the buyers are considering that this is like the total revenue they are considering is 50 millions. Um, because of the investors, the buyers will need to pay 5 or 7 times the revenue. That be to 200 or something like that. Well, whatever. So I think it is okay with that number 2, because in number 2 says, please provide a range of values rather than a single number. How did you come to this conclusion? So it is like this, right? This is the range. This could be our range. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Um, and what? How we became to this conclusion? Because of the basic concept that is 2x or 3x of the last post money. So we need to meet this price in order to sell the company. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
And number 3 says, if Greg's investors seek a 30 to 50% internal rate return, what exit value will they expect? That's something that I understand at all, but there are some basic calculations of
Hey, see,
return of investment.
you're sleepy too. You're sleepy too.
Ah,
You're sleepy too.
no, I'm not sleepy. It is just a change in the air inside the body.
Oh yeah.
Okay, okay. So here in Series A, we know that 16.4 millions were invested, and in Series B, the same investors invest 16 million more for a total of 32.4. That's a total investment of the investors.
Mhm.
It is interesting, you know why? Because with these valuations, even the less expensive one, if the other ones buy the company at this price, the investors will get $103 million of an investment of just 32.4. So it is a great business to be an investor, right? That's
Yeah.
why they are investors.
Sure, makes sense.
Makes sense. I wanna be investor. I wanna be a billionaire. Okay, so like Bruno Mars. So if they invested 32.4 and they want a 30 to 50% of the return of their investment, So it will be the returning of the investment required. Okay, but this is a basic calculation because I don't know. It is just like for all the years and not just 1 year. So it is. I think it will
Yeah,
be more complicated.
that's what I was going to tell you. Yeah, there is a factor of time that is not included in the.
But I don't know how to perform the calculations.
Yeah,
So in that stage.
yeah, that's right. So it's okay.
Okay. Okay. This is just calculations for noobs. No, for dummies. So it says if Greg's investor 630, I don't know what exit value will they expect. What's the exit value? Is not that valuation?
Yeah, it's the value that he is going to receive when he's going to decide to go out of the business. Like,
Yeah, but what I think is when people because I remember some cases before when they say the exit value, they say always they express like 3x or something like that, right?
mm, the what?
It's because when I read another cases, I think they said something like the exit valuation. Oh, no, the exit value they want an exit value of 2x.
Mm,
Do you remember that?
Um, no, but if you can show me, I can.
Do you remember this complicated stuff? See it, but they want to see it. It says exit revenue multiple. Yeah, that's
Uh-huh.
right.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, so it is something like
So
that.
how many times it's going to grow your capital when you're going to go out? Like how many times it's going to be bigger than the initial
Okay, so
investment that you made?
so okay, so for the investors, right? So this is the investment.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have to divide this.
I will divide this, the least one. I don't know if it's correct with this. So it is 3 times, and the other one is this divided by this. Oh, almost
Hmm.
five times your money. What do you think? It's
Yeah.
great, right?
Yeah. It's good. Good enough.
It's good enough.
Honestly. Hmm.
Okay. But,
Okay, let's go for the fourth one, right?
I think so.
Yeah, okay. Provide your analysis of each of all. Provide your analysis. Hans, I cannot see now. I was reading from yours.
What?
Okay, I was reading from your screen, like the question. So that's the
Oh,
reason
sorry,
why I
sorry.
was reading. Don't
Oh, I'm
worry.
sorry. Create my Facebook. I'm sorry. Yeah, okay.
It's okay. The teacher is going to see your face now. Okay, provide your analysis of each of the options Greg is considering. Based on your analysis, what should Greg do? Consider Greg's goal as well as the goals of everyone else who is involved in this venture. Okay. Mm, of, of each of the options. I
I'm sorry.
okay. I think that the analysis of this case is very easy to do. Like because the best option is to give this company to the biggest one. The first option I thought it was the best one. But if we can analyze the second option and the third option that he has, it will be great. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go to the option two. Reject the acquisition and plan for an IPO. Um,
I'm sorry.
can you listen to me? Can you you listen to what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I had to move
Yeah.
to another room.
Okay. So what are we doing right now? Analyzing the options, right?
Yeah, analyzing the options. But I think that maybe we should start to analyze. Uh, okay, first tell me what's your option. Like, what option will you choose? I will choose the number one. But what's your option?
For me, it's the same.
Okay, so what do you think if we analyze the option two and the third option? That
So
is
option
option
two
two
A.
B.
Well, option
And
two is not to sell, but to do different things. A and B. A
yeah,
is IPO. B is continue to grow organically.
yeah, that's right. So let's analyze the first one, option 2A. Yeah, what do you think is a good part of this option? I think that they are going to have visibility, something um, that the Unforte thought it was that they were going to have a kind of marketing, like all the companies are going to know about who they are, right?
Mm-hmm.
They are going to have visibility. That's something good eh, from one side, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think that's the only thing, right?
yeah.
Oh, but I think when people invest in your company publicly, you get more funds in order to function, right?
Yeah, also you can get more, of course, if everything is going okay in your company, there is going to be more people that they are going to want to invest too. So that's the
Mm-hmm.
reason why visibility is good. But at the same time, if your company is not going good, there is going to be many people that they are going to want to sell the actions that or like the shares that they have in your company. And there is going to be people that they are not going to want to buy any share. So
Yes.
because of that, it's something good and it's something that is not good too.
Okay, so
mm, okay. What else is good?
for me, what else?
Mm-hmm.
What else is good for me?
Mm, yeah. What
I think
things?
that's
Uh, what? Say what you were going to say. Go ahead. Don't worry.
no. I think that's the only thing that positive that I can see in an IPO.
Yeah. Also, there was like an expectation that they were thinking that their competitors were going to shrink. I read something like that. I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
No, but it says right now was in the pole position for on-demand series. They would grow and their competitor would shrink. The management team believed that in this new space, the advantage would go to the new entrants rather than the incumbents.
yeah.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, but what are the bad things about this?
okay. There are many, right?
Many?
Yeah.
Tell
So
me.
Jean Forte was explaining like 4 points about that, and he said like they had it's in the page 10, and he specifically said like they have to rewrite their software from scratch for the needs of the on-demand environment. Second, he said like the ease of implementation of the on-demand model will obviate the need for the layers of consultants that surrounded the big CRM players. Uh, Third, a switch to on-demand will make it hard for the big CRM players to keep Wall Street happy. And fourth,
Sorry.
yeah, in the third part, he said like a switch to on demand will make it hard to the big CRM players to keep Wall Street happy.
Hmm.
And the fourth one, the on-demand model, with its emphasis on renewals, will require a culture shift from closing deals to ongoing customer satisfaction.
Where is it?
Uh, in the fourth point,
Of
number four.
which page?
All of this is in page 10.
Oh, it continues here. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, and also, what else is something? Also, they were so worried about like the critical data that was going to come in like the next 9 months, because there was going to be a change in their principal competitor. It was
Mhm.
Salesforce.com. They were
That
going to
is going
file
to
for an IPO.
IPO. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. So,
So what
so
I think is there is too much uncertainty for going to an IPO because I think they are going to like waiting for what is going to happen for Salesforce.com because they do not know what is going to happen with that if they are going to succeed or not.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, that's right.
I don't like it so much because okay, yeah, visibility and money, but you sacrifice a lot of things because in the meanwhile you need to spend too much management time and also your mind on this, watching on this.
What happened?
Sorry.
I'm so sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm going to tell.
When you're preparing for an IPO, like the management is going to get so busy at preparing it, and is going to overlook the other parts of the business, like the
Yeah,
customers, like the developing of the product or things like that.
yeah, that's something also that John Forte is worried about. He was saying that he he really likes like the emphasis that like the company is going to give just to the customers and their stakeholders, and with the IPO they were not going to be able to do it at the same level. But at the same time they were going to get money, right? So they were going to get investment, and they were going to be able to hire more people and to have people to focus on the other things. But um so they are trying to decide what option is going to give them like more value, like what is going to be more convenient, what will be, why they were not going to sell um, like the shares that they actually have to the big company. And I think that of course they know that by any option that they have, they are going to have good results, because right now you can see like um, right now has a good progression, like a good trend in the future is going to have. And the revenues that they have had, it's like very positive along all the time. And furthermore, um, they are in a good market. When we read like the part of about what's the competitor? What's the name of
Salesforce.
Salesforce.com? Yeah, I remember that there was a part in Salesforce.com that it says about the market. And it says something. Okay, I'm going to go to this page. It's in one of the exhibits. Um, okay, it's exhibit 7. It's in page 20. So let me look for it. Okay, it's the market for on-demand application services projected to grow from 425 million in 2002 to 2.6 billion in
Where is it?
2007. It's in the second paragraph, in the last part of the second paragraph.
Where? In which paragraph?
Uh,
In
in the
page
first,
one?
No, page 20.
20. Wow, that's so
Yeah, it's
far.
in one. Yeah, it's in one of the exhibits.
Oh
It's in the
yeah, the
exhibit
Salesforce one.
about so yeah. So they are talking about the market and how much is
Hmm.
going to be the demand in the future. So it's huge. How much is going to grow.
Yeah, of
So for
course.
sure, like any of the options that they are going to take, it's going to be profitable. So and that is the reason why this company is giving them like such a good offer because they know that it's going to grow so fast and not only being right now like a small like it is this company but also like having the support of a big company is going to help them to grow more because actually they like right now it's not a competitor for any big company like all the competitors that they have are super big and they are not.
Hmm.
And
That's right.
yeah, and it's one of the goals of John Ford to be like them. But maybe he's not going to be with them in this moment, but he's going to provide like the solution or to give the option selling the company or selling his shares to this big company and all the people that is still in the company is going to be able to achieve this goal, right? Mm, what else? Okay,
So if you not have the buyers, what would you choose? To grow organically or to go for an IPO?
that's a good question. uh, that's a good question. Mm,
I would go organically.
uh, are you talking about that because the costs that are very tangible in the being a public company? But do you know what? So it's true that here is talking about the cost of the Sarbanes-Oxley legislation, but also this legislation allowed to the companies to show to the investors that everything is okay, that they really can invest, and not only protect to the actual investors, but also allow that more people will be interested to invest in their companies. So this cost is not really a cost. I think it's like an investment. And also, it's true that you are not going to be focused as much in your customers, but like you are going to receive new investment. You can be able to hire other people to be focused in controlling the management and be sure that everything is going okay, it's going well, and you continue growing with the people that you have, and you can continue hiring other people to expand
Yes,
your
but
business too.
the thing is that when you are going to go to an IPO, it is not just a process of one day or 1 month. It is a
That's true.
process that involves months, and according to the calculation, it will involve also $1 million. But the thing is the risk that they are not going to be successful in the IPO.
Yeah, why are you not going to be successful? Because you have to change things, but the things are going to change. Like you have to make this change to be sustainable in the future. In some moment, you have to do it. So if you do it right now, it's going to be better than to do it in 5 years. So I think I will choose the IPO. I know that growing organically it's good and maybe it's going to save me cost right now, but it's not as sustainable as the IPO. Hmm. Yeah, that will be my answer. Yeah, but what I will do right now is option one. Why? Because it allowed me to have enough money right now to make other kind of businesses. And I know that Gianforte is interested not only in having money but also to give, like, there was a part that it said that he doesn't want to be remind for people like a person that just got a lot of money but for doing more things, right? And also I can realize that he's a person that loves his family because at the beginning of the reading it said that he was thinking all the time about this decision, but the only way that he cannot do it was when he was with his children, right? So
Yeah.
I think that maybe taking a time, like just getting this money and thinking about new business is going to give him also a time to to have more time for his family for a while, and after do what he also likes.
Yeah.
And the third thing is that I think that is he's going to give also the opportunity to all the people in this company to achieve this big goal to be as big as or more or bigger than the competitors that actually they have.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's right.
What else? And that's all. Did we finish this part?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Well,
Um,
just to add something about the IPO, it says investment banks were salivating to get right now some businesses. Okay, so the IPO, okay, but it says that the market for tech IPOs was still depressed, and there were not many optimistic signs in the marketplace. Salesforce.com had generated enormous buzz over the years, but it is because it is bigger, which would help it overcome the market's inertia. It was unclear whether Right Now could go public alone without the same brand cachet.
yeah. That is, what's this part? I remember this word, cachet. But where is this part?
Okay,
Like what?
remember, at the bottom of 10.
At the bottom of 10. Oh, no, no, no. I cannot see that. Where is? Mm, I I don't find this part. I don't know why. Uh.
Number 10, in page 10, at the last paragraph.
Yeah, but
Just read it and you will find it.
yeah. Okay, it says cartoons to discuss the value waiting for Salesforce.com, IPO. The other player with a very similar business model in our space, Salesforce.com, they are due to go public within a few months. We don't know how the market's going to value real on-demand company. We have been testing the theory of the on-demand business model with high visibility and recurring revenues on analysts and investors for years. The feedback has always been positive and encouraging, but to date, companies have not been rewarded for the model with higher multiples. Realistically, there have been no legitimately test cases. Will the market value the business model more like an internet subscription company with higher multiples, or like a traditional software and services? In other words, will Salesforce.com be perceived more like civil or like eBay? The ramifications for us are enormous. After working for 6 years on this business, is it wise for us to make a decision before seeing this data point? Yeah, because also there's the it could be the option that they are going to get a good value. We don't know yet, and I don't think that it's going to be a bad value because there is many indicators that say that this is a good business. it's in a good industry, it's in a good market. So
Yeah, but the market and the industry are depressed in the according to the public market.
maybe right now, but also the progression or like the like what they think that is going to be in the future is going to be different.
But they do not think about it because they think it is unknown.
Mm. I don't know. I have the sense that really they need investment to grow up
Yeah,
and grow organically. I don't know how.
will take too much time.
Yeah, it's going to take more time. Well, both are hard to say. Um, so, what is going to be the conclusion? You're going to say the conclusion, right?
No, you please.
Okay. Do you want that I will tell that right now?
Hmm? What?
Do you want that I will say what is the summary right now?
I think so. It's okay. Go ahead.
Okay. So, after after analyzing an assumption of numbers, we have realized that the best option is option one, accept the acquisition and grow within a larger organization. Because it's going to allow to this company to achieve the goal of being as big or bigger than the competitors that actually they have, and also because it's going to give them like enough support to do it. And by other way, it's aligned with the priorities that John Forte have, and analyzing like um, the pros and cons of the other options. This one is the best option because we found like a lot of cons in the option 2A and also in the option 2B. And well, between option 2A and between option 2B, if we wouldn't have like the option of being as of accepting the acquisition and grow within a larger organization, we will choose. We have differences in choosing this. Uh, Hans thought that it will be better to grow organically, what makes a lot of sense because there is a proposal of a new theory that therefore they had. He was writing a book about that also. Um, and it said that it is better just to grow up for yourself and just trying to sell all the time, and also be more focusing what the customers need than in what other things other stakeholders are thinking about too. um, and they are in a good market, so we know that growing organically they are going to have profit in the future, or just having an IPO. But personally, I think that the IPO is going to help them because they will have to change many things that they need to change right now, and it's better to make changes like as soon as possible than wait to do it in the future, because they are going to be on a step more than maybe the competitors, or maybe than what they were thinking to be. And at the same time, they will be regulated by the Sarbanes-Oxley legislation. What some people could think that it's bad because they can see this law like a cost, but I think that this is like an investment because it's going to allow them to do the things in the right way, and also it's going to show to the actual investors that they are doing good things, the things in the right way, and it's going to promote that other people is going to want to buy actions or like shares in this company at the same time, and it's going to give them like a good visibility if they are managing everything in the right way, and they are going to have the enough investment to be able to not just only grow up and expand, but also to have a good control and management. It's not only uh, enough to manage well things, but also to have a good control to be able to save costs and to be able to be sure that everything is okay, to be sustainable in the time. And that's all.
Thank you. Thanks for watching this chapter about right now.